Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. I want to talk to you today about something that's at the core of everything we do in life: belief in yourself. You see, it all starts with you. Before anyone else sees your potential, before the world can recognize your greatness, you have to know it for yourself. Self-belief isn't just a nice phrase, it's the foundation of your journey. It's the inner voice that whispers, "I can do this," even when doubt tries to scream louder. Now, I know we all have moments where that doubt creeps in. Maybe you've heard that voice that says, "I'm not good enough. What if I fail? Who am I to think I can achieve this?" Let me tell you something, even the greatest, most successful people you admire have heard that same voice. They've had those same moments of fear, but the difference is they pushed through it. They believed in themselves anyway. Believing in yourself doesn't mean you won't face challenges. It doesn't mean that every day will be easy or that success will come overnight. What it does mean is that no matter what obstacles come your way, no matter how hard it gets, you trust that you're capable. You trust that you are enough. There will be times when the road ahead seems unclear, when you can't see how things will work out. In those moments, I urge you to trust your journey. Every step you take, every small victory, every setback, it's all part of what's shaping you. You may not have all the answers right now, and that's okay. But keep going, because that belief in yourself is what's going to keep you moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. And let me tell you this, when you truly believe in yourself, you tap into a power you never even knew you had. You unleash potential that has been waiting for you to acknowledge it. You start achieving things that once felt impossible, simply because you finally gave yourself permission to be who you were always meant to be. So today I challenge you to believe in yourself like never before. To trust that you have what it takes, to silence the doubt, rise above the fear, and step into your greatness. Because when you believe in yourself, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Believing in yourself is the cornerstone of everything you do in life. It's the foundation that determines how you approach challenges, how you handle adversity, and how far you allow yourself to reach. When you believe in yourself, you are giving yourself permission to step fully into your potential, to chase after the things that set your soul on fire, and to overcome the obstacles that are bound to come your way. But self-belief is more than just a motivational buzzword. It's the fuel that powers action. When you believe you are capable, you move differently, you take the leap, you start the project, you make the call, you apply for that position. You don't wait for external validation to give you permission, because the validation you need is already within you. You trust your ability to figure things out, to learn, to grow, and to succeed. That belief in yourself becomes the driving force behind every step you take. Without that belief, though, even the best opportunities can slip through your fingers. When you doubt yourself, you hesitate, you second-guess your decisions, you become afraid to take risks, and in that fear, you often miss out on what could have been. But when you have unshakable confidence in your ability to succeed, you are willing to take risks because you know that, no matter the outcome, you'll be okay. You understand that failure isn't final, it's simply a part of the process. And that's the power of personal belief. It allows you to move forward with resilience, knowing that every setback is just another stepping stone on the way to your success. Self-belief also changes the way you see the world. When you have faith in your abilities, you start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You begin to realize that you are not defined by your circumstances or the limitations others may try to place on you. Instead, you know that you are capable of rising above any challenge because your potential isn't fixed. It's fluid. It expands with every new experience, every new lesson learned, every time you push yourself beyond what you thought you could do. That inner belief allows you to stretch beyond your comfort zone, to try new things, to boldly chase your dreams, because you know that you are worthy of success. And here's the thing: when you believe in yourself, that energy radiates outward. Others can sense it. People are drawn to those who have confidence in their own abilities. They are inspired by it. Your belief in yourself can inspire others to believe in themselves, and in turn, create a ripple effect of empowerment. You become a source of motivation, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. And that's how change happens. That's how movements are started. When one person dares to believe in their own power, it ignites a flame that can spread far beyond their own life. But it all starts within. It starts with you deciding that you are enough, that you have what it takes, and that your dreams are worth pursuing. The world will not always tell you that you are good enough. In fact, there will be moments when the world may try to tell you otherwise. But in those moments, your belief in yourself must be stronger than any doubt or negativity that comes your way. You have to be your own greatest advocate, your own biggest supporter. You have to remind yourself of your strength, of your capabilities, and of your inherent worth. Because the truth is, when you believe in yourself, you unlock the door to a life filled with possibility. You step into a realm where anything is possible because you are no longer held back by fear or insecurity. You become willing to bet on yourself, to take those leaps of faith, and to put in the work necessary to turn your dreams into reality. And that's the greatest power of all the power, to believe that you can, and you will achieve the things you once thought were out of reach. Believing in yourself isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It's about creating a lasting sense of inner strength and resilience that carries you through life's ups and downs. It's about trusting that you have the ability to grow, to learn, and to become the person you are meant to be. It's about knowing deep in your heart that no matter what happens, you will always find a way to rise. And when you have that kind of belief in yourself, nothing can stop you. Self-doubt is a natural part of the human experience. At some point in our lives, we all face those moments where we question our abilities, wonder if we're truly capable, or hesitate because we're afraid of failing. Self-doubt can feel like a heavy weight, pressing down on your confidence and making you second-guess every decision. It often comes disguised as an internal voice, whispering things like, "What if I'm not good enough?" Or "What if I fail?" This voice, persistent and convincing, can become one of the biggest barriers to achieving your dreams if you let it. But here's the thing, self-doubt is not an indicator of your worth or your ability. It's simply a signal that you're stepping into something new, something that challenges you. The presence of doubt doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. In fact, it often means the opposite. It means you're growing, you're pushing yourself beyond what's comfortable, and you're about to do something that matters. Recognizing this is the first step toward overcoming it. Overcoming self-doubt doesn't mean erasing it entirely. It's not realistic to think that we can silence every doubt that arises. Instead, it's about learning to navigate through it, to keep moving forward even when those uncertain feelings arise. It's about choosing to act in spite of the doubt, rather than waiting for it to disappear. Doubt might be present, but it doesn't have to be in the driver's seat. You can acknowledge its existence without letting it control your decisions. One powerful way to combat self-doubt is to reframe how you view failure. So often we let the fear of failure feed our doubts, convincing ourselves that one misstep will define us. But failure is not something to be feared, it's something to be learned from. Every failure is a lesson, every setback is a chance to grow. When you can shift your mindset from fearing failure to embracing it as part of your journey, self-doubt loses much of its power. You no longer see failure as a reflection of your worth, but as a stepping stone to success. Another important aspect of overcoming self-doubt is building trust in yourself. We often doubt ourselves when we feel uncertain or when we haven't yet built the confidence that comes from experience. But confidence isn't something you have to wait for, it's something you can create by taking action. Each time you step forward in the face of doubt, you're strengthening your belief in yourself. Each small victory, each moment where you push through fear, adds to the foundation of your confidence. Over time, as you keep showing up for yourself, you build a track record of resilience that makes it easier to face doubt when it appears. Sometimes self-doubt can be fueled by comparing ourselves to others. We look at other people's achievements, their success, and their confidence, and we start to wonder if we're falling behind or if we'll ever measure up. But the truth is, everyone's journey is different. No two paths are the same. What you see in someone else's life is only one part of their story. You don't see the struggles, the doubts, and the failures they've faced along the way. When you stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own growth, your own unique path, you begin to take back your power. You realize that your worth isn't determined by how you stack up against others, but by how you show up for yourself. Overcoming self-doubt also means surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, who remind you of your strengths when you've forgotten them. The people you allow into your inner circle play a huge role in how you see yourself. If you're constantly around negativity or criticism, it's easy to internalize those voices and let them feed your doubts. But when you surround yourself with those who believe in you, who see your potential, and who encourage you to keep going, their belief can help you hold on to your own when it wavers. One of the most important things to remember is that self-doubt is not a permanent state. It's a passing feeling, not a fixed reality. Just because you're feeling uncertain right now doesn't mean you're always going to feel that way. And just because you have doubts doesn't mean you're not capable. You are allowed to have moments of doubt and still be on the path to greatness. It's not about being fearless, it's about being courageous enough to act even when fear is present. When self-doubt shows up, it can be helpful to remind yourself of the things you've already accomplished. Think back to a time when you faced a challenge and overcame it. Remember how, even though you had doubts, you found a way to succeed. These memories can serve as evidence that you are capable, that you've done hard things before, and that you can do them again. Each of those moments is a testament to your strength and resilience, and they are proof that you can trust yourself to figure things out, even when it feels uncertain. Ultimately, overcoming self-doubt is about choosing to believe in yourself, even when it's hard. It's about knowing that doubt may come, but it doesn't define you, you define you. And every time you take a step forward, every time you choose to act, despite the doubts, you are proving to yourself that you are stronger than you think. You are building a foundation of self-belief that will carry you through anything life throws your way. Trusting your journey means embracing the idea that your path is uniquely yours, filled with twists, turns, and detours that may not always make sense in the moment. Life rarely unfolds in a straight line. There are unexpected challenges, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. Yet, despite the unpredictability, trusting your journey is about having faith that every experience, good or bad, is contributing to your growth, shaping you into the person you are meant to become. In a world that often demands quick results and instant gratification, it's easy to feel impatient or frustrated when things don't go according to plan. You might look around and see others achieving their goals faster or following a seemingly smoother path, and that can lead to self-doubt and anxiety about your own progress. But trusting your journey requires stepping back from that comparison, realizing that everyone's timing is different. What's meant for you will unfold in its own time. And it's essential to trust that where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. When you trust your journey, you recognize that every step along the way, whether it feels like progress or not, is valuable. Even the setbacks and failures are opportunities for learning and growth. Those moments when you feel stuck or unsure are often the times when you're being prepared for something bigger. Trusting the process means understanding that there are lessons in every experience, even when they're not immediately apparent. It's about letting go of the need for everything to be perfect and instead focusing on the progress you're making, however slow or difficult it may seem. Sometimes life will present challenges that feel overwhelming, like the very foundation of your dreams is being shaken. In those moments, trusting your journey is about having faith in yourself. It's about knowing that you have the strength, resilience, and wisdom to navigate through difficult times. You may not always see the bigger picture, but deep down you trust that things are unfolding as they should. This trust allows you to keep going, even when the path ahead seems unclear or uncertain. It's about believing that no matter how winding the road may be, every turn is leading you closer to where you're meant to be. One of the hardest aspects of trusting your journey is accepting that you don't always have control over how things happen or when they happen. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, doors won't open as quickly as you'd hoped, or the outcomes you envisioned don't materialize. It's in these moments that trusting your journey becomes essential. You realize that, while you may not control everything, you do have control over how you respond. You can choose to see obstacles as detours rather than dead ends. You can choose to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead is uncertain. This choice to keep going, to continue believing in your path, is what defines your journey. Trusting your journey also means embracing the unexpected. Life has a way of surprising us with opportunities that we never anticipated. Sometimes the very things we resist or view as obstacles turn out to be the blessings that propel us forward. When you trust your journey, you remain open to the possibilities that come your way, even if they don't match your original plan. You understand that life's detours often lead to destinations far greater than what you initially imagined. It's important to remember that trusting your journey doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's about actively engaging with life, pursuing your goals with determination, but also having the wisdom to let go of outcomes that are beyond your control. It's a delicate balance between effort and surrender, working hard for what you want, while trusting that life will meet you halfway. This balance requires patience and perseverance, but it also brings a deep sense of peace, knowing that you are doing your part and allowing the rest to unfold as it's meant to. There will be moments when you doubt the path you're on. You might wonder if you're making the right choices or if things will ever fall into place. In those times, it's important to remind yourself that your journey is a process, not a destination. The beauty of life isn't just in achieving your goals, but in the experiences you collect along the way. The highs and the lows, the successes and the failures, all contribute to the richness of your story. Trusting your journey means finding value in the process, appreciating the moments of growth, and understanding that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step forward. As you continue on your journey, you may find that the path looks different from what you expected. Dreams evolve, goals shift, and what once seemed like the only route may no longer feel right. Trusting your journey means being open to change and adapting to new directions as they present themselves. It's about allowing yourself to grow and evolve, knowing that your journey will evolve with you. What may have once felt like the destination might just be a stopping point along the way. And that's okay. Trusting your journey means being flexible and allowing life to take you where you're meant to go, even if it wasn't part of your original plan. At the heart of trusting your journey is self-compassion. You must be kind to yourself along the way. There will be times when you stumble, make mistakes, or feel lost. But trusting your journey means recognizing that perfection isn't the goal, progress is. It's about understanding that growth is messy, that success doesn't always look the way we imagined, and that sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come after moments of doubt and uncertainty. In the end, trusting your journey is about having faith in yourself and in the process of life. It's about believing that everything you've gone through has brought you to this moment, and that everything you're experiencing now is preparing you for what's to come. It's about surrendering control over the unknown and embracing the adventure of the unfolding. Your journey is uniquely yours, and when you trust in it, you give yourself the freedom to grow, to learn, and to become the fullest version of yourself. Unleashing your potential is one of the most transformative experiences in life. It's the process of realizing that you are far more capable than you once thought, and stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Each of us carries within ourselves a reservoir of untapped potential talents, abilities, and strengths waiting to be discovered and expressed. Yet for many, that potential often remains hidden, buried beneath layers of self-doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. The journey to unleashing your potential is not about becoming someone different, but about uncovering and bringing forth the greatness that already exists within you. One of the most important aspects of unlocking your potential is first believing that it's there. You have to trust that you are inherently capable, that you are worthy of success, and that your unique talents and gifts are valuable. This belief doesn't come easily for everyone, especially in a world that constantly bombards us with messages about what we should or shouldn't be. But unleashing your potential starts with silencing those external voices and listening to the deeper voice within you, the one that knows you have something incredible to offer. When you begin to cultivate this inner belief, you start to create the conditions for your potential to emerge. Unleashing potential also requires breaking free from the limitations you've placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. Often we confine ourselves to certain roles or behaviors because it feels safe or because it's what we've always known. We might stick to what's familiar because we fear stepping into the unknown. But your potential doesn't reside in the familiar, it lives beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone. It's in those spaces where you challenge yourself, take risks, and push beyond what you thought you were capable of. Each time you dare to go beyond what feels safe, you unlock a new level of potential. Fear is one of the greatest barriers to unleashing potential. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection, and even the fear of success can keep you playing small, stuck in a version of yourself that is far from your full capability. But the truth is, fear is a part of the process. It's not something to be avoided or eliminated, but something to be acknowledged and moved through. When you recognize that fear is often a signal that you're about to step into something greater, you can learn to embrace it as a natural part of growth. Unleashing your potential doesn't mean you'll be fearless, but it does mean you'll have the courage to act in spite of the fear. Another key to unlocking your potential is understanding that it's a process of continual growth. Your potential isn't a static thing, it evolves as you evolve. What you're capable of today may not be the same as what you're capable of tomorrow. The more you stretch yourself, the more you challenge yourself, the more you uncover new layers of ability. This is why unleashing your potential requires a commitment to lifelong learning and personal development. It's about consistently seeking out opportunities to grow, to expand your skill set, and to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you. The more you invest in your growth, the more your potential reveals itself. Unleashing potential also involves embracing failure as part of the journey. Many people hold themselves back from reaching their full potential because they're afraid of making mistakes or falling short. But failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of success. Every time you fail, you learn something new. You gain insight, you build resilience, and you get closer to mastering whatever it is you're working toward. If you allow the fear of failure to stop you, you limit yourself before you even begin. But when you see failure as a stepping stone, as part of the process of growth, you liberate yourself to try, to experiment, and to take the kinds of risks that lead to profound breakthroughs. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is also crucial in unleashing your potential. The people you surround yourself with, the places you spend your time, and the energy you allow into your life all play a role in either supporting or stifling your growth. If you're surrounded by negativity, doubt, or people who don't believe in your dreams, it becomes harder to step into your potential. But when you create an environment that nurtures your growth, whether that's through supportive relationships, inspiring spaces, or positive influences, you create the conditions for your potential to thrive. You need an environment that encourages you to think bigger, to dream larger, and to push the boundaries of what you thought was possible. Moreover, unleashing your potential is not just about achieving external success. It's about discovering the deepest parts of who you are and bringing them to the surface. It's about expressing your true self, your passions, your values, your creativity in a way that aligns with your highest purpose. When you unleash your potential, you're not simply striving for accomplishments, you're stepping into a life that feels authentic and meaningful to you. It's about doing the work that sets your soul on fire, making the impact that feels true to your heart, and living in a way that reflects your fullest, most vibrant self. But perhaps most importantly, unleashing your potential is about giving yourself permission to be great. So often we hesitate to fully step into our potential because we don't feel ready, or we think we're not deserving, or we're waiting for some external validation. But you don't need anyone else's permission to be who you are meant to be. You don't need to wait until you feel ready, because the truth is you'll never feel completely ready. The path to unleashing your potential is about stepping forward now, even if it's imperfect, even if you're still learning, even if you're unsure of what lies ahead. It's about choosing to show up fully, to own your gifts, and to trust that you have what it takes to make an impact. Unleashing your potential is not a one-time event, it's a lifelong journey. It's a continuous process of discovering more of who you are and allowing yourself to express that fully in the world. There will be moments of doubt, moments where you question if you're capable, moments where you feel like giving up. But every time you push through those moments, every time you choose to keep going, you're unlocking more of your potential. You're proving to yourself that you are far stronger, far more resilient, and far more capable than you ever imagined. Ultimately, unleashing your potential is about choosing to live fully. It's about refusing to settle for less than what you know you're capable of and daring to reach for something greater. It's about believing that you have a unique contribution to make in this world, and that no matter what challenges come your way, you are capable of rising to meet them. When you unleash your potential, you're not just changing your own life, you're making a difference in the lives of others, inspiring those around you to step into their own greatness. And that's the true power of unleashing your potential. It doesn't just transform you, it transforms the world around you.